I always say I came out of the womb quoting Shakespeare.
I'm a closet Pokemon player.
Karaoke jockey. That's why I don't ever want to be a parent. Whoa, I just had deja vu.
Justice Smith, I gotta say, when I first said, this is a sheriff.
Being a magician is similar to being an athlete. Have you taught acting before?
No, it's too hard.
Jesse's a ball of anxiety.
Teaching Shakespeare or podcasting?
My TikTok is for the weirdos.
Mustard schmish.
What do you know? The magic community don't come from Kyle. We're the same.
What are we even doing?
What are we even doing?
Get along with Hugh Grant at all?
I did. Oh, I love you.
Did you? Okay.
Okay, so I just talked to Rosamund Pike about this on the set of what I'm here to promote. Because when I worked with him, I was like, Hugh, you know, do you still love what you do? Do you still love this? And he was just like, no. He said, I've never loved it. He's like, I just wanted to be famous and make a lot of money. Oh, and I said, really? He said, yeah.
He is so funny.
And he's like, I've always hated the acting part of it. And I was like, oh. But he said it with such sincerity.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Hugh. I think, because I got a vibe about that. I mean, you might have a feeling about that too. I've known Hugh for a long time, and he has the same spiel that he does. I think the thing that is so challenging for him is that he's such a perfectionist, and he takes it so seriously.
I did notice that, yeah.
And so it's like everything. He wants it to be perfect, you know. He's got, I think, control issues. But I feel like it's the torture of that experience as opposed to kind of letting it all go and just, you know, doing what he does. But I got to believe that he finds joy in it.
I would hope that he was joking, but I also, that British humor is so dry and like sometimes hard to permeate that I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it was so sincere.
Yeah.
But then I watch him, like he puts a lot of, like he does the work. Like he puts a lot of effort into what he does, you know, and we were working on a silly comedy together, you know, and he just, you could tell he really cares about it. So.
Yeah, no, I think that's his MO.
That's his whole thing.
And he's such a good actor, he'll make you believe that he doesn't.
Yeah, because Rosamund also said, she's like, no, I'm pretty sure he's just British. I don't think he... I'm like, are you sure? Because it stuck with me. I was like, oh, I guess you can be a really good actor and just want to, like, just do it for the fame and money.
Fame and money.
I was like, okay.
No. We're going to start out. We're already started. I'm Kyle MacLachlan.
What are we even doing?
I'm the host of this crazy podcast, What Are We Even Doing?, where we sit down with actors, musicians, creatives of all type, and we talk about their creative process, what moves them, how they use social media. It's a place where we can get weird, but in a good way. And today we have a very special guest. I'm very excited to speak with you. You've done some movies that I really love, the Dungeons and Dragons, Pokemon, Detective Pikachu. I'm a closet Pokemon player. We'll get into that later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jurassic World. Lego aficionado. We're going to talk about Legos as well. Some might call you the Beyonce of the Renaissance Fair.
Who would call me that?
Your sister.
That's really funny.
Justice Smith is with us. It's so fun to spend some time with you. I'm happy you're here. Thanks for agreeing to come on.
I'm so happy to be here.
Justice Smith, I got to say, when I first said, this is a sheriff. This is a sheriff that keeps his town absolutely under control.
Yeah, I feel like I should have been in the legal system somewhere. I should have pursued that career somehow.
It's not too late. It's not too late. I'm so glad you're here. I always start by asking our guests, was there a moment at time, feeling that you had, something that sort of triggered in you, kind of like, hey, I think this is what I should do. This is where I'm supposed to go. You know, this creative spark is sending me on my way. That you listen to. You know, you listen to.
But it was from, like I always say, I came out of the womb quoting Shakespeare. Like I just always had an affinity for it.
Yeah.
Which I was really fortunate at a really young age to know exactly what I wanted to do with my life, because there wasn't anything that was going to stop me. You know, I didn't really have to take the time and figure out what my purpose was or what
You didn't question.
Not at all. No, I just, like at a young age, I mean, it was just like, oh, I want to play pretend, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because that's my childlike perception of what acting is. It's just playing pretend.
Yeah.
You know, and then as I got older, like more in my adolescence, and I started to have feelings and existential dread, I was
which
like...
comes with adolescence.
Which comes with adolescence. I was like, oh, this is a space in which I can express all my messy feelings and experience real catharsis. And so it became therapy for me. But as I aged, it just became useful in new ways. And
Yeah. Parents were supportive. Were they in the arts?
yes,
With,
both my parents were singers.
Okay.
And also KJs. Do you know what that is? So at the time in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, karaoke was more of like a show. And so they would hire singers to like put on a show, sing, and then some drunk guy would come on and he would sing his song. And then they'd be like, that was Dave. And then they would sing their song, right? And they would like sing at bars and they'd sing at restaurants and they'd host these shows. And there was like a karaoke magazine and that they were in and like all this stuff. And they would also do singing competitions. And that's how they'd make most of their money is they would do singing competitions and place first and second, or they would be a duet and just place first and get double the money.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah, that's how my parents supported us. My mom had like 5 different jobs at like all these different bars singing and stuff. And then I remember when the shift happened to like just a 20-year-old on a laptop clicking play, like that's what karaoke shifted to. And my mom lost all her jobs and it was really, really, really hard. But
so creative family.
So never pressure to like pursue something practical. Yeah. Never pressure to go to college. I didn't go to college. My parents didn't go to college.
Yeah.
I went to school with like so many kids who wanted to pursue this and didn't have that like parental support, you know. And really
you recognize that, you could see that was happening and how you had a gift and that your parents were
very supportive.
Behind you.
Yeah, it was a real privilege.
That's cool. KJ, how does it? Why is it a KJ? Is that just a
karaoke jockey? That's what it's called. That's what it was called.
I do not know of this. Yeah, I know. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm realizing a lot of people don't.
And a karaoke jockey, but it's a brilliant idea because you're kind of hosting the event. You sing some songs and do stuff, and then you invite people to come and join you and, maybe sing along with you or whatever, but you're like...
And they would hire great singers, too, to host the shows. And, so all my parents' friends were, like, these incredible singers, and it was, like, a real, like, local...
Yeah. Where did you grow up?
Community.
Where was?
I grew up in Anaheim.
Okay.
My parents, they mostly did this before I was born and like in the first like 2 years of my life because they divorced when I was like 2. But they also separately like still like hosted shows and sang in bars and stuff like that.
Right.
I grew up in Anaheim, Orange County, and then whenever I would like visit my dad, it was in the valley, like Woodland Hills area.
Anaheim. So did you get into the Disney World thing down there, Disneyland? Were you?
Oh, that costs money.
No, as a performer. I mean, as a performer.
Oh, as a performer.
I was thinking, I don't know. It was something right there. I just,
I don't look like any of the Disney princesses. I don't know if you've noticed.
Not yet. You never know.
Not yet.
You never know. That's so cool. So you sing, obviously, but do you have play a musical instrument, or do you?
I mean, not well.
Not so much. Yeah.
I played piano for some time, and I know a little bit of guitar, but I like lost all my piano. Right. I don't practice.
You got to practice. Yeah,
exactly.
Brothers and sisters? Did you have?
I have 8 brothers and sisters.
Okay, only 8. Okay, that's good.
Only 8. Yeah.
Okay, so that's you have a band there.
I know. I mean, I think that's what my dad wanted when he had all of us. But there was like so many instances of us driving around in the car, like all singing together and trying to harmonize together, which are like some of my favorite memories.
That's beautiful. I know. Station wagon, going around.
Yeah,
that's my life. Yeah, I have 2 younger brothers, and it was whenever we'd go on. We never went on vacation. We basically went to visit our grandparents, and it was in the station wagon. But we weren't singing in the station wagon. We could have. We were all
why
musical.
Weren't you singing?
I don't know. I think we were just miserable.
I see.
The back of a station wagon. I mean, come on, it's awful.
Was it just silent in the car then?
Well, it was a lot of bickering and yelling and screaming.
Oh, we had that too. We had a lot of that too.
You mentioned Shakespeare earlier. Have you done Shakespeare in the Park? Is it something that you?
No, I would love to do Shakespeare in the Park.
Yeah,
I would love to do any sort of Shakespeare. The only Shakespeare I've done, besides like learning monologues in my room.
High school plays? Or,
I like high school plays.
Shakespeare in high school or just?
Shakespeare
no
Shakespeare
kidding.
plays in high school. Yeah.
Holy smokes! What high school did you go to? That's crazy.
I went to performing arts school.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Was that here in California, or did you go back?
Yeah, it was in Orange County. It's called Orange County School of the Arts.
Oh, cool.
I did Love's Labour's Lost, which is Shakespeare's worst play.
I always thought King John was sort of Pericles, maybe. I don't know. But
King John.
Yeah, tough, really tough history plays.
But like, it's still my dream to be. I want to be Hamlet so bad.
I was in Hamlet, and my son.
Were you?
I played Claudius.
Wow.
25 years ago now.
That's incredible.
Oh my God.
How old was Ethan at the time?
He was young. I watched it recently. I watched it because my son, they're studying Hamlet in school, so he's in high school here in L.A., and Hamlet was on the English curriculum, and so I went in actually, and we picked a one scene, Act 3, Scene 3, and I knew, it's high school Shakespeare, and kids are going to be like, I said, okay, we're all actors now, and we're coming in to do this scene, and I want you to approach it as if you're an actor. And let's start pulling apart the verse and see if we can figure out how we feel at any given moment. So I tried to make it come alive. I mean, I think it was moderately successful, but I was trying to put them in the place, in the mental state where Hamlet was at that time, where Claudius was at that time, what was going on, and had them think about their lives and go like, when have you been like this? When have you felt like this? And I think it helped a little bit. Try to make it come alive.
Have you taught acting before?
No.
Oh.
No, I haven't.
Why not?
Because it's too hard. No,
I mean, you just nailed it right there.
I know. I feel like I would be so worried about leading someone the wrong way, right? I'd say the wrong thing, and you know how sensitive we are. The wrong word.
That's why I don't ever want to be a parent, because I'm afraid of leading my child down the wrong path.
Well, believe me, you do. As a parent, but then there are also good things on the other side.
Yeah,
so I wouldn't.
Well, then apply that to teaching.
Yes, that would be good. I mean, I really do think I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
The opportunity hasn't come up yet. I said it was like teaching Shakespeare or podcasting. Teaching Shakespeare or podcasting. I was like, okay, because I really do feel, part of the motivation here in talking with you, talking about your creative process, your journey is interesting to me. But I think going back to the Hamlet idea, I think that's a brilliant. I mean, even just taking that one scene that we did, the complexity of what he's going through, and yet at the same time, it's very simple. It's like he's looking for any excuse. You know what I mean? It's like, and the choices is, what's your feeling about him? What do you have you given some thought
about Claudius?
No, about Hamlet. About Hamlet.
Oh, about Hamlet. Well, I wanted to play him before I got too old, because I have noticed that there's a lot of 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds playing Hamlet. Yeah. And I do think that what I love about Shakespeare, I understand that they didn't live as long back then. And so there's a lot of like modern perception on like Shakespeare's time that like, Romeo and Juliet were 13 years old, but at that time, like that's more like 26. No, it's not. No, it's not. You live only 13 years. Yeah. Like, sure, you speak in an eloquated way, but like you still have like 13-year-old feelings, like, and Romeo and Juliet act like 13-year-olds, like them being obsessed with each other so early on, like to the point of like wanting to kill themselves. Is a very 13-year-old.
I agree.
Constitution.
I agree.
And same with Hamlet. We track him over like he's from age 19 to I think he's like gets to his 30s or whatever. Mm-hmm. He does act like a 19-year-old. He's like, you're dating my mom, and you're like, it's just like so. I just feel like that's a big part of it is his youth, and so like I really wanted to like play it before I turned 30, but now I'm 30.
Yeah. You're 30. Oh, it's too late. But I think he was grown so sheltered. You know what I mean? That's what I think. Just as protected and as a student. Who's, I always think of that as like bookish, you know what I mean? And not interacting with the outside world. He had a domineering father. Father was very powerful. His mother they were off doing their other thing. He was left to his own devices. He was just kind of a nerd, running around at school, not really engaging with the world at large. And so suddenly when the ghost comes back, his father, who is like, he's like the god, right? He's like done everything. Mm-hmm. He's this powerful man, this powerful person comes back and says, you have to avenge me. Mm-hmm. Well, how's that going to work? You talk about really? I know. I just feel like he's just not capable, honestly.
Yeah, because he's a child.
Because he's a child, and he's still even if he's an older child, he's still a child. You know?
I just feel like there's like a distinction. Like I just saw Denzel's Othello. Yeah, and like when Shakespeare writes, like Othello's a really tragic character as well. Very mature, very put together, very self-assured. Yeah. Even though he's like driven to madness by Iago. But the way he's driven to madness it's not youthful. It takes a lot of effort on Iago's part to really like put up this plot to like make Othello go crazy.
I follow him to serve my turn upon him. Yeah. I've always thought about Iago.
But just watching that, reading that, and just seeing like how Shakespeare crafts his characters, I'm just like, it's very apparent when you compare Othello to like Hamlet, that like Hamlet, yes, obviously he has his upbringing, his shelter's upbringing, but he does act more like a child. Even though they're both tragic characters, he acts more like a child than Othello does, or like Romeo and Juliet. Shakespeare, I think, is great at writing characters of different ages.
Yes.
You know, and I think that
Yeah.
that gets lost a lot because people just get wrapped up in, oh, it's old-timey speak. You know, it's antiquated language. And it's like, no.
Not really. Not if you parse it, take it apart.
Exactly.
And really examine how they speak and the words, everything about it is very specific.
And it's surprisingly modern too. Like the way the characters interact with each other. I auditioned for a different production of Othello in DC and for Cassius.
Yeah.
And like he's like interacting with Bianca. There's like this scene where she's like, "You don't come around anymore." Essentially, like and I'm like putting it in modern language, but you don't come around anymore. And I guess we're just friends. And he's like, baby, like, I don't want my boss to see you. Like, go away. Like, it's just like, it's really funny to see that, like, you know, and it's in poetic language, but it's just really funny to see how, like, you know, even back then we had the same dynamics amongst each other, you know?
Yeah. Which is very similar to the film Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I thought, you know, talk to me about that a little bit. That looked, have you done much magic? Did you go? Did you study? Did you go to the Magic Castle?
I studied for a month at the Magic Castle.
Okay.
It was my first time going.
Isn't it amazing?
It was so, it was really cool because we had a whole tour of the castle and like saw the architecture of that castle is incredible.
It's crazy,
also,
right?
like it's
I'm trying to remember
befuddling.
when
Like,
it was
I don't know where I am.
Yeah,
most of the time.
it was built with a idea that you were going to confuse you. And,
you
know.
But it was cool because I had never been, and so like I was seeing it for the first time, like the curtain literally drawn, you know, and like seeing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And like and we had these two coaches, Ben Seidman and Handsome Jack. The
name he was born with, Handsome Jack.
Let's
call
him
him Handsome Jack.
Yeah, the name he was born with. And we just did a lot of training, and it was before the script was finalized, so I learned a lot of cardistry and card tricks. And then we got the final draft, and I wasn't doing any card tricks in the movie. So now I know how to do all this stuff that I don't need to know how to do.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah.
You work so hard on something, and then like they take it away.
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
It's awful. You're in franchise movies. That's what you do.
I know.
Jurassic, Pokemon, this one. Is there one that you...
Dungeons.
Yeah.
Kind of. I mean, if we get another film.
Yeah.
Well, in Pokemon, if we get another film.
Yeah. Is there talk? Is there word? What's the...
For Pokemon, I don't think
vibe?
they're doing another one.
No?
I remember hearing through the grapevine that they were going to do another one, but not with me. With other people.
What?
Maybe with Ryan again.
Okay.
And I think they were going to like market it to younger people.
Okay.
You saw the Pokemon movie?
Yes.
It's I think it's great.
It's funny.
I think it's really funny. But the demo, like watching it, you're kind of like, who is this for?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of dark a little. It's a little dark, like too dark for kids.
Yeah. Because sometimes in those situations, you know, you can make the movie can play to kids, great, but then it also the adults get the side
I think that's
humor.
what we
You know,
were trying to do.
So it's like Fractured Fairy Tales or something like that. You
Yeah,
know, back in the
yeah.
old days where they can do both.
I have to talk to people who were kids when it came out and like who grew up with it and see if it traumatized them or not. Because there's some moments that are scary, like for me. Like the moment with the Apom with the monkeys.
Did you start playing because of the film? Or
Well,
no?
I played beforehand.
No
I didn't
kidding.
play cards. I played the games.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah. No.
No, sorry.
I played I played Pokemon Gold and on Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
But I also did play on DS. I also collected Pokemon cards, but I didn't know how to play the game.
Right.
I just collected them.
Collected the cards. Yeah.
And I still have them.
Yeah. My son has got a ton. He got everything that was from his cousins got sent in a big chest, I think it was actually a Pokemon chest. When you open it up, and it was like just piles of Pokemon cards. The idea is you have to go through and you have to find the great cards, the special ones. And so he was into it for a little while.
Which generation? Is like all the newer ones, or is it like the original generation?
Original generation.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was something. So that's sitting in his bedroom in New York.
You should sell those.
Go. I know. That's what I was saying.
I'm holding on to mine. I feel like because every year, like I think it fluctuates on how valuable they are. So I'm really holding on to mine, like some sort of. And I'm the one who has them left, and like.
Yeah, there's only one.
There's only one set left.
Justice has it. Justice has it. Of the tricks you were talking about at the Magic Castle, is there one that you were like, you got really good at, or one that you liked, or when you thought that was pretty cool? Because
I shot this movie a year ago, and I have not been practicing for a year.
Okay, but you remember?
I remember
I shot The Doors how many years ago, and I can still remember some of the lines.
See, look at that. That was a horrible shuffle. I mean, I didn't really keep up with it, and I was like, oh, I should keep up with it. Oh, see, look, I can't. And also, this is not fair. You're making me look bad because these cards are stiff. But Dominic Sessa, who's also in our movie, he kept up with it because he's a nerd, and I'm really jealous of that. But like, I knew so many things, and like,
it's one of those. Yeah,
I should have revisited it.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, but this is the thing I kind of remember. Let's see if I could still do it.
Oh, I think I know. Okay,
you know what it is?
I think this is, but it's just, I don't know if I know. I don't know. That was amazing.
That worked out really well. I'm not doing it again.
Wait, now
Not
Kyle,
what I was expecting.
So happy that worked out. Oh my gosh, I will never be able to do that again.
If the cards had gone up in the air and scattered everywhere, it would have been equally as impressive. So they showed you, they walked you through all these.
Yeah, that one was really hard to learn. But yeah, it was just a bunch of like stuff, like cardistry stuff,
I mean,
and like
he just did a fan of the whole deck.
and then card tricks that are like honestly long and boring.
We're all rapt at attention. We're like, and you're like, that's boring. I don't care.
Being a magician is. This is gonna sound so stupid. It's similar to being an athlete. You have to strengthen your hands a lot, and you have to practice.
Yep.
And it's a lot of like remembering exactly like your hand positions and like.
Even now, just as you're like cutting the card and splitting them, it's like you can see that it's like.
Look at that. See,
it's the magic card that just dropped to the floor.
Yeah.
No, but it's like
this your card?
it's a training. It's a king of spades. There you go.
Remember that.
But it's. We're going to come back to that at the end of the podcast as I throw my 6 cards that I have here all over the floor.
Are the magicians of the Magic Castle so weary of actors coming in, or are they cool and down?
They were pretty cool and down. I don't think these specific ones had trained many actors.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I know Handsome Jack had taught at a college. He taught like magic classes at a college.
That's cool. Did everyone take or just you?
Yes. No. Everyone did.
Yeah.
And that's where I met the other 2 newbies in the cast.
Okay.
Ariana and Dominic.
Yeah.
I met them in magic school, and we
Magic
had a group chat where we would talk shit.
You had to go to magic
teachers.
school.
Yeah, magic school.
Oh, sorry. Did you get along with Woody? Okay.
Oh, Woody's the best. Wait, so do you know Woody?
I know Woody.
Woody's
we
the
did a
best.
2-hander in London, new play called On an Average Day at the Panton Theatre in London in West End.
Wow.
Yeah,
I was in 4th grade at the time.
You were in 4th grade. Yeah. I don't feel old.
What
At the 4th grade, you knew what you wanted to do. You could have come.
I did. I could have.
You could have been on stage.
I would have to get on a plane. Yeah. to London.
Great guy, but I love him so much.
He's the best. I think he was the person I was the most intimidated to meet.
Right.
I didn't know how he was.
Well,
gonna
he's done some amazing work, and you don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, I've worked with, veteran actors, icons that, how do I put this? As a young actor, and I'm sure you've experienced this too, being a young actor, there's a level of dues you have to pay when working with more established actors.
Right.
And I take it as a fun challenge. Like I did a play with this older established actress who's phenomenal. And, there are things where she's like, don't stand in my light.
Right,
And like,
right,
and
right.
like, I respect that. Or like when you say that line, you're yelling in my ear. And I'm like, I heard.
Got it.
I got you. And I take it as like cool, like, let me figure out who this character is, what I want to do with it. And also here are like my boundaries, like also with like the notes from this older actor. And so I've learned how to kind of adjust to that space, how to give still a dynamic performance with like these new, with this obstacle of like
expectations, certainly
expectations.
Sure.
So I didn't know what Woody was going to be like, but
Right.
he's so giving, he's so collaborative, he's really playful
Yeah.
and youthful.
Yeah.
which
He
I-
loves to sort of crack you up, and
Yeah.
he's always has a twinkle in his eye.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's my philosophy
Yeah.
towards acting too.
Yeah.
It is such a ridiculous job. It is play at the end of the day. It's playing pretend.
Yeah.
And if you don't evoke that kind of youthful spirit, that childlike spirit, it's what the fuck are we doing? Like
It can be pretty tedious.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think the on-set environment, I'm at my best, I think, when there's an openness and, hey, let's go in this direction. It's one of the things I like working with Ethan Hawke. We've done a few things together. But many, many, many actors I've worked with that are like that are like, hey, let's just take it. Julianne Moore, you work with Julianne Moore. I mean, she's the epitome of that. You know? I mean, and I've done a couple things with her where it's, you don't know really where you're going to go. you know your stuff, I know my stuff, and let's get in the sandbox and see where it takes us. You know?
Yeah, let's play together. Let's create something together.
Yeah.
And let's experiment. I mean, because I've also worked with like tortured artists, and at times I can be a tortured artist, but never on set. Like, like I feel like that's the one place where you have to let it go. Like, jump off the cliff and trust your scene partner and throw paint at the wall and see what sticks. And, And so, I just felt like Woody, he leads with that. That's why I love him.
Yeah, I love him too. I had the same experience working with Julianne. I thought she was great. Jesse, I've never worked with Jesse, so I don't know.
Jesse's great.
Yeah.
Jesse's a ball of anxiety, but in the most endearing way.
A ball of anxiety.
Yeah.
I love that description because I think, I mean, I don't know him personally, but I think he probably is a ball of anxiety.
He is a ball of anxiety. I mean, he talks about it too. He had this one like video, I can't remember what it was or who it was for, where he talks about his anxiety was his superpower. And I didn't watch the whole thing, so I can't really
do you
say why.
What's your superpower? Do you think you have a superpower? I mean,
I just had dinner with my friend yesterday, and he told me that my superpower is my vulnerability, that my pursuit of truth. So I'm running with that.
Yeah.
We're gonna see
Did
where
it
that
resonate
takes
with
me.
you? I mean, you're like,
I do. I am in a season right now specifically where I am trying to prioritize authenticity and truth.
Yeah.
And not like objective truth, but like subjective truth, like emotional truth.
Yeah.
So just kind of cut away the bullshit and be real. And that's really hard to do in this career, especially when you do press, because people are only getting a bite-sized version of you.
Yeah.
And they're not getting the full picture. I just try to take every moment and try to find like what's the most honest version of myself I can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, with varying degrees of success.
Yeah, no, I mean it's true. I think that's the struggle, that's the goal, ultimately, and that really is the reason, particularly in front of the camera. I mean, in front of the camera, that's essential. You know.
Yeah, I find it easier there.
It's safe.
It's safe.
It's not you, it's character. You know, and it is expected, encouraged. You know, it's almost demanded that's where you
celebrated.
need to live and celebrated.
Yeah.
So when you have that environment, we talked about it earlier, about someone else who's ready to jump off the cliff with you, to go into the sandbox, to jump in the whatever it is, that's I think why we do it at the end of the day. There's so many things that lead up to those moments. I remember work with David Lynch on a couple of different things, really, really proud of those things. And David created that environment on set in front of the camera every day.
So cool.
It was joy. It was pure joy.
That is so cool to hear.
It was magical. In his own special David way, and other directors that I work with have the same thing, and you have had this experience as well. And when you don't have that experience, in some situations, it's really painful. It's awful.
Yeah.
You know?
Whoa, I just had deja vu. I just had deja vu that I was sitting here and that you were saying that exact thing to me. That's really weird.
We're going to have to look at the camera. Do we see anything? Is there something that
It is a
occurred?
new
Maybe
moon.
maybe there
full
was
moon
some...
tomorrow.
This is weird. Okay, anyways. Yeah,
happening
it
for
can
real.
be, it can be really painful.
Yeah.
And I've noticed also in my career that, I don't want to say more often than not, but more than I would like, I find myself not feeling the way I would like to feel. Not achieving the thing that I set out to do as an actor. Not
in the scene, in the moment, in the...
Like the reason I got into it as a kid.
Right.
You know, like honoring my inner child's reasoning for getting into this. I find that I'm not always successful.
Is it the battle of the mind over the...
It's adjusting to the structure of the industry, the business of it. You know, like I come on as an artist and I really want to be an artist and I want to create and I want to explore and I want to be loose and then I'm kind of confronted with a bunch of obstacles that are like, you know, like say a director who doesn't really know how to talk to actors or doesn't, you know, or it's like a very technical scene or it's I have to perform a character in a way because it's going to be more digestible for the audience and it's going to reach a larger or whatever, or a scene has to like be stripped of its nuance because it has to be more digestible or you know, just just those things kind of like make me lose sight of like who I am, who I'm trying to be as an artist, and it makes me very it's painful. Am I making any sense at all?
Yeah, no, I get it. I do.
Okay.
I do understand.
I think I'm intentionally trying to be vague as to not.
Well, it's also, every experience is going to be different, obviously, and whether it's a theater situation or a film or television, whatever it is. And when you've had experiences as you have had that are magic, that are very special, as I have had, that whenever anything is not that, you're like, damn.
You're like, damn.
Yeah. Why can't it always be like that? And it just can't.
But the hard part is that you have to bring that energy onto set yourself. Like you have to kind of create that magic. You have to like make space for your own process and for your own freedom. Truly. And I hate that. I really wish that just every director I work with, every set I'm on could create that environment for me. Yeah. Because I am really trusting. I want to be trusting.
This kind of leads me into a little bit of, I saw the TV Glow, and I got to imagine that experience was unbelievable.
That experience was intense.
Yeah.
That script is incredible.
Yeah.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime project, and when I first read it, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I just read. Yeah. And I have to do this. Yeah. Because I don't understand it.
I've had those experiences as well. Yeah, yeah.
Because it resonated with me emotionally. Yeah. It didn't resonate with me logically. Right. But like I felt it.
Yeah.
And
that's good writing.
Yeah, that's really good writing. Yeah. And when I met with Jane, they, explained it to me, and it all made sense. And I remember in that meeting, I was like trying to.
How did they explain it to you? Because it's very complicated. I'm so curious.
Well, there's this like, obviously there's this allegory for transness. Yeah. And Jane is trans. Yeah. And that allegory was very clear to me. It was actually, what was less clear to me was the like literal structure of the movie, like understanding. I mean, this is a spoiler for anybody who hasn't seen it. But just like understanding how much of the girl who's buried I am, how much of, tracking. I play this character from like age 15 to like, I think 34 or something like that. Tracking his age, tracking his like, he has like asthma. He also like breaks the fourth wall and talks to the camera, which is a different version of himself. So there's like all these different. It's very absurdist. It's very experimental, and just getting specific about all of those things. That was what I needed clarity on. Yeah.
Because of having had the experiences of working with Lynch, there are so many things that I read, and I'm just like, I don't know what this is. I know it feels interesting and right, and it's going to be a weird journey. And I just say, you know what? Because I would ask David I would pepper him with questions when we first started working, and he doesn't like to answer questions. So, and he doesn't feel compelled to tell me stuff. So I just had to go, you know what? I'm going to just make it my own, and I'm going to believe it's this thing, and then just go. But I also feel like your experience was one where, to understand the journey of the character, you had to understand what was happening more.
Yeah.
And it sounds like Jane was able to.
Yes, to communicate that.
Yeah.
To play the present moment, and to not play the metaphor.
Right.
Because that wasn't my job. That Jane was responsible for the metaphor. Yeah. I just had to play the truth of the circumstance, the truth of the scene. But I do think that it was a little bit easier to grasp because of Lynch's work. Because I could picture this, I had reference for what this kind of script was what this kind of movie was going to be. Yeah. So, I mean, I assume it was way harder for you because there was no
no reference.
There was no reference before that.
There was Eraserhead, and that was that was my point of reference.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm not going to really get everything, but let's go.
Yeah. So
but you make a good point about just playing the moment, the scene, the reality, what you're going through. Yeah. At any given moment, and if you don't really know, then you're like, I'm going to just ride my feeling, and then David will, nudge here or there.
That's the main thing that TV Glow taught me, because I can be a little bit of a control freak at times. Like the first movie I ever did, I did every take the exact same way. because I was like, this is how I want the performance to go.
Yeah.
And I learned that that's not sustainable. And I learned that directors hate that.
Yeah.
And
It's no fun.
it's no fun. But I was just so nervous of being a bad actor, So I was like, if I can just craft, like I have full control over what this performance is, then maybe I'll be good. I luckily grew out of that, but doing TV Glow was like the real nail in the coffin of learning how to let go and trust the director.
Yeah.
Because it was surprisingly technical. Jane is a visionary in a lot of ways, has a very clear idea of how they want the movie to look.
Yeah.
And I've been on lots of, franchise blockbuster green screen kind of films, and I understand the nature of like hitting a mark and blocking a certain way because it's going to be edited and visual effects and all that good stuff. So I was fortunate to like be able to meet Jane on that technical aspect, but it's such a character piece. Like it was a really hard balance of like not having as much looseness as I would like in exploring a character, but also being okay with that.
Right.
Being like, just do what I can and trust that there's a reason I have to hit this mark and turn my head like this.
Yeah.
Because Jane knows what they're doing. And this is such a specific script. Like I have to let them make their vision.
It's such a pleasure to work with a director who has that kind of specificity. I want to ask you a little bit about your social.
Okay.
And mustard.
What do you know?
Mustard.
What
schmish.
do you know?
Mustard.
we know.
schmish.
What? How did you find that?
We have a research.
It's on my FYP. Like,
You're private. No one else knows. I just want to know. Tell
us about
who is.
Mustard?
Yeah. Tell them because I'm also curious too. I've got the card, but I don't necessarily know. So I'm.
You know nothing of this.
No, I'm just asking.
Don't look it up.
I'm curious.
Don't watch any of it, please.
Is it an alter? You go no. Is it?
No, it's
okay.
just me being ridiculous, and
I love it.
It's all my unfiltered thoughts, and Instagram has become overly manicured for me.
Right.
I mean, Instagram used to be a lot more fun before I had followers, and now that I have followers, it's like
right now.
it used to just be like me and my friends and like
Right.
just posting what I ate, and like now it's just like everything's got to be an ad and everything's got to be a thing and so like that's like the family friendly social media. My TikTok is for the weirdos, and it's me. Yeah, it's just me being unhinged, and I don't promote it because I just want.
I think it's a great reveal. You know what I mean? And I applaud you for letting that go. I think it's one of the things in this process of this podcast, as I'm learning, as I'm talking to people different generation than me. My generation, there was no way you would expose certain things, right? Because it might impact you in ways and the expectations and blah, 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 all that stuff that you talked about. But I feel like people coming up now, there is kind of it's a side of me, and there's like it's authentic, first of all, and it's who you are, and it feels to me like there's a greater acceptance of that, or at least an understanding, or hey, that's cool.
That's a really.
I don't know if that's. I don't know if I'm hitting
That's a very
it, but
pure perspective on it.
yeah.
I think that's a very unjaded.
You think it's a hopeful? It's more of a hopeful perspective.
Yeah, I actually really admire that perspective, and I feel like I should adopt that. I do think that maybe in your time there was more in your time.
In the year 2000, going back in time.
There was more of a fixation on like enigma, and we don't know who that person is, right?
Yes.
We don't know who this actor really is,
Yeah.
and we only just get snapshots of them once
and
in
even
a while.
that was my influence looking forward, right?
Right.
The guys, that were ahead of me, actors that were ahead of me, and I was like, who is Steve McQueen?
Right.
What is that about? Or who was James Dean?
Yeah.
What were they really?
Right.
And you want to know,
Yeah, and then you just like see a little rumor in the tabloids, and
Yeah,
like that's
yeah.
ooh, and you can create a whole picture about them. Now there's like an obligation almost for transparency. Like people want to kind of, and this is like my problem with celebrity culture in general, but like people want everyone has to be an influencer, essentially. Like, everyone is kind of being backed into a corner to be an influencer and to, like, reveal every little bit about themselves in order, like, to stay relevant.
Yeah. Sure.
There's almost, like, this obligation to, like, be revealing in order to, like, get people to like you and, like...
So there's a pressure to do that, you feel?
Yeah, I fucking hate social media.
Yeah.
I hate it so much because I think I am a relatively private person. Not when you talk to me one-on-one.
Right.
I pride myself on having no secrets. But when it comes to, like, revealing myself to the masses, to the hungry wolves, like, that is just not something I think is natural. I don't think I should know what everyone thinks about me all the time, good or bad. I think that's very unhealthy.
I wonder if there's, sorry to interrupt, but I wonder if there is, I'm a big believer in the pendulum theory. You know, something, it'll swing out and it will come right back again and go back out, you know, just never ending, right? And right now I think we are in a period where we do know a lot about people, maybe more than we should, you know?
Way more than we should.
And I also wonder if there's a compulsion on people that are doing what you're talking about. They're like caught in, I gotta reveal. And I wonder, I don't know if there'll be a swing back the other way and it'll become much more,
I think there might be.
Maybe.
Because I think social media first started off of just people, like, actually being authentic, just sharing their lives. It was like public diaries, essentially.
Yeah.
And now social media has shifted to a place of, like, content creation. And everyone is starting to manicure, like I'm doing on Instagram. Everyone's starting to, like, manicure everything they post, and everything they post has to be a drop, and everything they post has to be, is to break the internet, and it has to get a bunch of likes and get a bunch of views and all this shit.
The competitiveness comes in.
Exactly. And or like, you know, has to be super funny and get, like, you know, or outrageous or whatever. And I do think that people are going to get tired of that, and maybe it'll slowly come back to, like, here's what I ate today.
More mystery.
Yeah, and or more authenticity. Like, I think.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I actually think we're in the mystery phase right now because everything is so manufactured. So you know what I mean? Like, even though people are, like, posting a lot, they're not really revealing their true selves.
Okay.
They're just
hiding behind an
image.
Yeah.
But anyways, my TikTok is me trying to just be stupid and silly and break that pressure.
I like stupid and silly. I do this. I try to do as much of that as possible.
Please don't watch my TikTok. Please don't.
We are going to play a game that's going to have to do with magic. But we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back, and we're going to get into the magic world.
Okay.
Is that all right?
That sounds great.
All right, I can't wait. Cheers. All right, we're back with Justice. For those of you who are not watching, we're sitting now. We have top hats and we have magic wands in our hands, and we're going to play a little game that I designed just for Justice called "It's Giving Magic," which is an ode to your upcoming film. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm going to give you a description of a real magic trick, plus 2 possible names, and you'll have to tell me what is correct.
I'm gonna bomb this.
Before we go, we're going to do our trick. Ready? Abracadabra.
Alakazam. What's the end of that?
We'll play this game and it'll be great.
Great.
And poof.
Wow. You guys, wow.
Mine's a little loose.
So much for the run. That's right. They're store-bought. They're only $1. Okay, are you ready for magic?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Okay, this is an illusion where a magician drops 3 different colored sands in a bowl of water.
Okay.
Takes them out with each color separated. Is it grains of the Amazon or sands of the Nile?
Oh, wow, those are so close. I really thought I was going to get it off of a...
She did that.
Grains of the Amazon or sands of the Nile.
Knowing what I know about the names of tricks and how stupid they can be sometimes, I'm going to go with grains.
Sands of the
Nile.
Yes, you are. Well done. That's exactly. I knew he was going to go with that one.
People don't fall for magic because they're stupid. People fall for magic because it's stupid. That is what Handsome Jack taught me.
There it is. There it is.
The magic community don't come for me.
From the mouth of Handsome Jack. All right.
I'm going to get this next one. Yeah.
Yes. Perfect. Okay. This is a trick where a card magically appears at the top of the deck. Well, you did a lot of card tricks, so you might know this one. The card magically appears at the top of the deck after being placed randomly in the middle.
Yes, I know how to do that one.
Okay, is it aggressive card or ambitious card? This is really difficult, by the way. Aggressive
I think it's ambitious card.
Or, well done.
That one I think I've heard before.
That one you knew.
Because that one we learned. I don't remember how to do it, but we did learn that one.
That's pretty good. See, I would have think, aggressive because the card, but ambitious card.
No,
I
yeah,
love
it's
that. Okay, well done.
Thanks.
2 for 2.
Okay.
Number 3. Magician produces a coin from the air and drops it into a bucket below. Miser's dream or McLaughlin's dream? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You are correct, sir.
What would be the odds that it would be McLaughlin's dream?
It would have been amazing.
I know, it would have.
Here we
Are you
go.
related to any magicians?
I don't think so.
Have you done your 23andMe?
I have not.
So you might be.
Yeah, who knows who I could be related to? Oh, that's frightening. Okay, here we go. Again, number 4. Penetration illusion where the assistant is placed in a box and appears to be impaled with spikes on the door. Maia. Lucifer's Punishment Palace. Did you come up with that?
Yeah.
Lucifer's Punishment Palace or Devil's Torture Chamber?
I think it's devils.
I think you're correct.
Wow.
Yay. I gave it away when I said, did you come up with
also
Lucifer's?
you admitted that you came up with the first one.
Thinking.
Okay, last one for the magic wand. To take this magic wand home, magic wand can be yours if the restoration illusion where the assistant appears to be cut in 4. God, these are very macabre.
Yeah.
A Aztec lady or Mayan lady.
Okay.
Yes. Aztec lady is correct. You get to take this. Take home the magic wand.
That's great.
100%.
Wow, I can't believe how good you are at this, Justice.
You don't understand, Kyle. I'm very competitive when it comes to games. I really like to win.
Yeah, see, I knew that. I wanted you to win.
So you got me. I appreciate it.
Oh my God, it was so nice to have you here. Thank you. Hey, listen, what's next? What are you doing? What's happening? What can we promote?
Now You See Me, Now You Don't comes
Okay.
out November 14th.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Okay. Well, man, that's all the time we have today. I don't know if we answered the question, what are we even doing? But we tried. We tried so seriously.
Was that the question we were supposed to be answering?
I guess so, but I never really asked it. So anyway,
Okay.
what are we even doing? Anyway, it's a pleasure to have you on.
Thanks for having me,
Thanks,
Kyle.
man. Thank you very much.
Dude.
What Are We Even Doing is a production of iHeart Media and the Elvis Duran Podcast Network, hosted by me, Kyle MacLachlan, and created and produced by Full Picture Productions. Yay! Featuring music by Yada and artwork by Danica Robinson. For more information about the podcast, please visit our Instagram and TikTok at WAWED with Kyle. Please rate, review, and subscribe to What Are We Even Doing on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Exclamation point.